Stanley 80 Sweetheart Scraper. We're going to refurbish it. This is a Stanley number 80. It's a scraper or a card scraper. Fairly rare in the UK. Well, and this one is a USA made with a sweetheart blade, which is the one you want. Should be an easy restore. Just needs the paint scraping off, cleaning, sharpening, respraying, and we'll be good to go. As usual, let's get over to the bench and I'll show you what we've got. First, a little bench tidy. My lovely pristine bench that I was so proud of last year and came and looked at for hours on end is all grubby now, so let's give that a clean. That is a bit better. It is a bench, it is a working surface. If I'd had a cabinet scraper when I built the bench, I could have used that to get a lovely flat surface, but this is flat enough. Okay, so the Stanley 80, as I say, it's a cabinet scraper. It's got a flat blade. You actually push it away from you with the blade angled as such, which seems a bit counterintuitive, but that's how it's used. So I'm be pushing it like that. I won't do it now because I'll scrape my bench. Yeah, and it basically emulates a flat card scraper that you use in your hand, which the old school boys would just use to flatten out any rough spots or dead spots, high spots is what I'm trying to say, on a cabinet surface. So basically, the way it works, you lock your blade in using these two nuts, butterfly nuts, and then this one emulates your thumbs pressing against the card to give you that bowed profile. That's the word I'm trying to say. Okay, let's take it apart, give it a clean, paint it, sharpen it, and we'll be away. That's the blade. I've already cleaned that off. SW in the heart, sweetheart, that means made in USA. Blade's in a bit of a state, but we can probably get that working again. Looks like it's been used both edges actually, possibly. Doesn't look very square. It looks completely unsquare. Okay, well, we can sort that out. Most of this is going to be on the wire wheel, so I won't bore you with too much of that. There you go, really couldn't be much simpler than that. I bought this one as part of a job lot. I saw a bunch of tools on eBay actually in this case, and I saw this in there and I've always wanted one, so I thought, well, I'll buy it. I'll either resell it and try and make a profit, but if I don't sell it, I'll keep it. And I didn't sell it. Didn't go for the good money that I wanted for it, so I've decided I'm going to keep it and put it in my collection. It's nice and flat. I think it's my eyes that are off skew because that doesn't look square either. I think it's my glasses. No, that definitely is off skew. Both ends. Ah, that's weird. I think I might have been looking, I was assuming that was the blade end, but I think maybe the blade should be like that, shouldn't it? It's way out of kilter though. Okay, let's do it. I already gave it a little try to see how easily the paint came off, and it comes off very easily. I also dipped it in my electrolysis tank to get rid of any rust. There wasn't a lot, but there was a bit here which has gone. Okay, let's clean it up. That's all those bits cleaned up. The paint job's finished on this. There's a bit of a polish. So we can now take the tape off. There you go. We're ready to sharpen the blade and reassemble. So I had to get the grinding wheel out to get this edge straight. I've got an angle of about, well, probably 45 degrees, maybe 50. And I've sharpened it manually using my diamond stone, which is nice and flat. But I've got a bit of a burr on there, which I'm going to just take off with my old strop. And then we'll give it a go. So for reassembly, it couldn't really be much simpler. Blade or iron goes along the back. This bracket, 1, 2, okay. So this is my flat surface, albeit a bit grubby. And use that just to drop it onto the flat. It should now be level with the sole of the plane. Get that pretty tight. And then the final screw, if I've got it all the right way round, which I think I have, the final screw will just put a bow into that, which gives you that bit of depth. Now I probably do need to go a little bit deeper, but I'm sort of experimenting. Already made it dusty. Okay. So that now bows out in the middle slightly. I don't know if you'd be able to see that, probably not because I can hardly see it. But there is a slight bow in the middle there, which is the bit that's going to be taking out your wood. So this is used when you get some curly maple or some grain that's going in various directions. Now I don't know if I've got a bit of wood like that, but I'll see what I can find. A bit of old oak, American oak. So remember, I'm pushing this away from me. So it is taking some shavings, which is good. That may be a little bit fine, but probably all you want in this situation, because you are just literally finishing it. That feels really smooth actually, doesn't need sanding. Just demonstrate this on a piece of painted wood or stained wood. not going to be easy to get a good angle, but I don't know if you can see that, just taking out the middle of that. Okay, it's working quite nicely. I'm not sure when I'm going to use it, because finesse is not really my sort of thing. I'm sure we'll find something for it. And I'm sure I could get it better set up than that. That literally is the first time it's been used, so I think that's a nice little tool. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I think that went well. Quite an easy refurb, good fun. Only took me an hour or so. And it's a nice tool to have in the collection. Now I just need to tidy up the shed again and move on to the next one. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.